The woman went down to the basement at night and saw her dead father. She was so scared that she froze in place. Then her father tore off his own face, leaving only a cloth hood. Alice thought it must be the work of a madman, so she asked him what he had done to her father. But when she grabbed the madman by the neck, it was she who felt the pain. The harder she squeezed, the more it hurt. Alice suddenly realized something and quickly pulled off the hood, but was even more shocked when she saw its true form. It was an exact replica of herself. At that moment, Alice suddenly woke up, but the rope around her neck was tightly choking her, and she couldn't breathe. Terrified, Alice rushed into the bathroom to get a pair of scissors to cut the rope. Katie heard the noise and rushed over immediately. She saw Alice lying on the floor in agony and struggling. She immediately picked up the scissors and cut the rope. Alice narrowly escaped death. Katie decided to seal off the basement and rolled the gas cylinder to the door, hoping to block the monster's control. But just as she turned to leave, the picture frame suddenly fell to the ground. She picked up the photo and flipped it over, discovering a name written on the back. She then checked the deed. The person in the photo was the previous owner. She quickly looked him up online. After his family met with misfortune, he also ended his life. She then found his address, but just as she closed the computer, this scene terrified her. This man was the former owner in the photo. Katie quickly grabbed a stick for self-defense, but when she looked again, the man had vanished. She then told Alice about this incident. She said this man was the first owner of the bar. The man beside him was the lawyer who had Alice sign the deed. They immediately rushed to the lawyer's office, but found the law firm deserted. Katie deduced that the lawyer had lived for hundreds of years in order to find the next guardian. She told Alice to pack up and leave quickly, otherwise they would die here sooner or later. But Alice didn't take it seriously. Katie was completely speechless after hearing this. She went downstairs to leave, leaving Alice behind. But just as she was about to light the fire and leave, she couldn't bring herself to leave her bestie behind. Looking at the photo of the former owner, she decided to go to his old house to find a solution. Katie kicked open the wooden board and crawled inside. The house was in a dilapidated state. There were documents about the strange man on the walls. She hurriedly packed up these documents. Meanwhile, Alice arrived in the basement and summoned the strange man. She handed him her father's belongings. The strange man swallowed them and let out a cry. Alice immediately started timing. Then she removed her hood. The monster had transformed into her father's appearance and was surprised to learn that Alice had inherited the bar because he had clearly burned it down. Alice asked her father who the strange person really was, but even he didn't know the answer. Back then, to protect his daughter and wife from harm, he had sent them far away. He had also tried to leave the bar, but as soon as he went beyond a certain distance, bad things would happen around him, including strange accidents and illnesses. Alice only wanted to know how to control the monster. Her father knew she wanted to use the monster to make money, so he advised her to give up that idea. Otherwise, one day she would be devoured by the monster. There was only one way to escape the monster: stop summoning it.